But why can't my parents do it? Oh, they're colored, and colored folks can't be trusted with money, ain't that right? The state gave me that property on account of my ancestors. It's funny, when the land had only weeds and lizards, it was all mine. But when people found out there was oil on it, they started thinking it's theirs, and I have to get a white guardian. All I'm asking is to keep what's mine, what was given fair and square.
Not long ago, the boss of Panoki Company partnered with me to drill for oil on my land. But after 3 months of drilling, he left with all his workers. When I ran into him, he told me there was no oil on my land at all. At the time, I didn't realize that they did this because they wanted to buy my land from me at a low price. The next day, a car suddenly pulled up in front of my house. A stranger wanted to purchase my land. Just as I was about to approach him, my father stepped forward to ask about his intentions. The man offered to buy my land. When I wanted to ask him why he wanted it,
What you want it for, mister?
How about we discuss this man to man?
Go on around back, sir.
I had no choice but to hide aside and listen to their conversation. When the man raised his offer to $6, my father wavered. But when he saw the disapproval on my face, he turned the man down. This made me realize he was from Panoki Company. They wanted to take the deed from me so they could seize the oil on my land. So I quickly had my father bury the deed in the ground under the cover of darkness. Just then, a car suddenly pulled up to our house. My father immediately told us to hide. Then 2 armed men burst into our home. I knew they were after the deed. Fortunately, it had already been hidden. At that moment, my dog suddenly charged into the house, trying to drive them away. But the next second, a gunshot rang out from inside. This experience made me believe that the deed was a curse. So I wanted to dig it up and hand it over to Panoki Company, but my mother stopped me.
Now God gave you that land for a reason. Say it so yourself. So why give back what was given?
In order to extract the oil, I found a new partner, but shortly after we started working, the boss of Panoki showed up with a contract claiming the land was his. When I looked at the contract, I noticed he had blurred the date on it. I then exposed his scheme. After his lie was uncovered, he offered to buy my land at $20 an acre.
You sent a man to steal my deed and kill my dog. I ain't selling.
Your funeral.
Watching him walk away, I became even more convinced that there was a great deal of oil beneath this land, but I knew he wouldn't let me off so easily.